Hi everybody, welcome back to Language of the Bible. I'm Harry, and today we have another video in our series Bible Word Study, where we single out one word in the Bible, one word that's important to the Christian faith, and we look at its original meaning, we look at its history of interpretation. Today we're going to be talking about the word church. And the word church, our English word for church, actually translates the Greek word ekklesia. And the Greek word ekklesia was used in the Septuagint, the first translation of the Old Testament into the Greek language. It's used in the Septuagint to translate the Hebrew word kahal. And both of these words, ekklesia and kahal, refer to the congregation or the assembly. In the Old Testament, it's referring to the assembly of Israel, the assembly of Judah, who congregates and worships the Lord. These are the believers in God. In the New Testament, it refers in particular to the New Testament, the New Covenant community formed by Jesus, the Messiah. Now, the Greek word ekklesia comes from the verb ekkaleo, which literally means to be called out. You call out an assembly, you call out a congregation. And the Greek word ekklesia is also related to another important Greek word in the New Testament, which is the word ekkletos, which is where we get the word chosen or elect. When Jesus talks about the elect, the word ekkletos is being used, which is linguistically related to the word ekklesia. So that's something very important to understand. In the New Testament and in the Old Testament for that matter, the church, the ekklesia, the kahal, is not the building. It is not the synagogue. It is not the temple. The temple in Hebrew is referred to as the Heichal, or sometimes the Bet Elohim, the house of God. It is not the church. Quite often, it's typical for us to associate the church with a building or with an edifice, but that's not how the New Testament authors would have seen it. We are the temple of God, where also the temple is described in the New Testament, but in particular, we are the congregation. We believers in Jesus, the Messiah, are God's congregation. We are his church, and that's something that's very, very important for the faith as we interact with one another, as we are called to love one another as he has loved us. We need to remember the importance of God's people, the importance of those who have been called out, those who are chosen, the elect, the ekkletos, God's chosen people. It's very important for us to keep in mind that the church is not the building, it is the people. And that's it for today's video. Please comment down below. Tell me what you think. If you have any comments, any questions, any concerns, any prayer requests, we're here to listen. Take care. Bye-bye.